Hey everyone, it's Milo here for the Fellowship of Acoustics and welcome to a new episode of New Arrivals. As always, we're going through this room here, we're going through the racks, we're searching all the best guitars that came in this week. And then it's up to you to pick your favorite of the week. You can leave a comment down below or also vote in the poll in the community side of our YouTube page. I just wanted to mention that we have a winter sale right now, up to 50% discount on a lot of products, so go visit the websites. And be fast, because they're selling like hotcakes. Anything else I need to mention? Yeah, last week your favorite of the week was the Stephen Stills Martin. And we even had a 54 Strat, so that says a lot. We're going to start with a few smaller bodied acoustic guitars, because there are some dreadnoughts that I'm going to feature later, and some beautiful boutique electrics as well. I saw a Bourgeois here. This is a beautiful LDB Blues. Check this out. A really nice satin finish. L00 size guitar. Full mahogany. And I think I recognize this guitar because we had our Fellowship Festival here this summer, and we also had a stand here with some Bourgeois guitars, and I talked to some of the Bourgeois people, really kind people, and they showed me this guitar, and I fell in love with it. I think this is the same one, at least it's exactly the same model. I really love the sound of a hawktop guitar, especially a small-bodied hawktop. So it's really nice and warm and mellow and intimate. Beautiful sounding guitar, but there are a lot of guitars I want to open, but this is a real good option. Next up, a 45 style Martin guitar. This is one of the new Refresh series. This is a OM45. So for the people that don't know, the Refresh series is now the standard series. Before we knew it as the Reimagined series. And this is the top of the line 45 style OM. What a beauty. All the 45 style inlays, abalone. Beautiful Indian rosewood back and sides. One specification that changed in the Refresh series is the bracing on the inside, because now it is like the Golden Era style bracing was. For a time you had the GE series by Martin, and people really love the bracing on those guitars, and now these Refresh series are braced with that style of bracing. A little bit more scallop, so less wood on the top, allowing it to vibrate a little more. Immediately I notice a lot more bass end. This is a lot wider sounding than the Bourgeois, which is logical of course, because that is a hawktop, smaller body. This sounds really wonderful and full though. You also get sort of a bouncy feel because there's less wood on the top, on the bracing, and that's really nice to play. This might be a nice comparison to the OM45, because this is also a rosewood OM. This time from a Martin competitor, the boutique guitars from Collings. Very nice. A OM2HSB Sunburst. Beautiful. Check this out. A nicer set of rosewood than on the OM45, if I'm honest. Some lighter stripes on it, which I like. The herringbone on the OM2H. This one is secondhand from 2014. Don't know if the light catches some of the dings here, the playing marks, but it has been played. Of course, that's what you get. Some scratches here on the pickguard, but that's what the pickguard is for, right? I really enjoy the sound of this OM2H. This is my favorite in terms of sound. Though I really love the Bourgeois, totally different. So what I might do is just do a really quick comparison. I'll be right back and then I'll have my first pick of the day. This might be a little bit of a more interesting sound. Sounds really dry, really warm in the mid-range. I love the look of it as well, the stripped down look with the satin finish. But I think this Sunburst OM2H stole my heart. So we're going with the OM2H Sunburst with the beautiful herringbone at the 2014. We're going 12 string electric. This is a Rickenbacker. This is a 12 string 62012 from Rickenbacker, a second-hand one from 2011. Such a cool model. I really like the long horn. I think they have an electric guitar with an even longer one. I've seen Tim Christensen play that, and it was one of the coolest guitars I ever saw. Rickenbacker, of course, really famous for its 12 strings. This is the 62012. You have a brother model, a 66012, a little bit more premium. That one has a checkered binding, and that's also the guitar that you can see Tom Petty playing in the past. And Tom Petty also had a signature, a 66012. So this is a little bit more stripped down, a little bit more of a simpler guitar. You see them in a lot of different finishes. You see some of the burst, but I think this Mercedes blue is a really cool Rickenbacker color. I love this. It's pretty clean as well for being 2011. Just a really cool guitar because we know the Rickenbacker 12 strings, but I don't see a lot of the 620 12 strings out there. So really cool. Let's take a look what else is here. Let's stick with the electrics for now. Let's take a look at two single cut guitars. One is a Nick Huber, and then there's a Gretsch. And I think at the very least, both of these will be very nice to look at. Nick Huber or Gretsch? Where do we start, Laura?
Gretsch.
Gretsch. What's your favorite type of bird, Laura?
The penguin.
And it's your lucky day. Check this out. Wow. A Gretsch penguin. Penguin? Penguin.
Penguin. Penguin.
Penguin. In a olive drab green. That is cool, right, Laura?
Very cool.
You like this?
Yeah.
This is a Steven Stern Gretsch, so a penguin within the whole lineup of single cut Gretches. The penguin is slightly bigger and deeper body compared to a duo jet maybe, and you get all the stuff on it. 3 Filtertrons, this metal sort of armrest, beautiful binding, sparkly binding on here, a matte olive drab finish, beautiful inlays on the fingerboard. I believe this body is chambered because it's pretty light for such a deep body. Bixby on it as well. If Rowdy is in town, then I think he will love a guitar like this. But now let's switch over to the Nick Huber. This is a 2024 Orca 59. Again, this might also be chambered because it's really light for a Les Paul. This is of course modeled after the famous 59 Les Paul, another single cut. You also get 59 humbuckers, and these are made by Housel. Really great humbuckers. Nick Huber offers really premium quality and craftsmanship. Just look at the beautiful flame maple, the way the top is carved as well. You also get some carves here, sort of a belly cut on the back. This is a second-hand one from 2024, but we're really proud to be a Nick Huber dealer right now. Compared to the Gretsch over here, this Nick Huber is a little bit more of a classic, more standard look. The Penguin is a little bit more out there. Laura, if you had to choose, Penguin, Orca, two beautiful animals, two beautiful guitars.
I think the Penguin. Penguin.
Penguin. We're going with this one. A beautiful 2020 Penguin, a Steven Stern Gretsch. Let's demo this one. this might be the designated winner of this episode, because we have a vintage Martin here, a D18 from the year 1956. Have a look at this beauty. Wow, feel this, how light this is.
Whoa.
It's almost floating. Wow, beautiful guitar. What I like about the 50s Martin, that they still have some of the visual aesthetic of maybe a late 40s as well. Of course, mahogany back and sides, played in. There has been some work done on this D18. I think Adrian in our workshop has a lot of time spent into repairing this guitar. We have a new bridge plate. We have some reparations on the bracing as well. There's been a neck reset on this. I don't see any cracks on the top or anything. They might be hidden somewhere, but I don't see them now. So overall in pretty good shape. Let's see how she sounds. It might not be totally fair to start this round with this D18, because this is a wonderful sounding D18. Really sweet sounding, sort of every attack has a little bit of a bell sound. It has a full bass, but not too much. I think this is my perfect D18 sound. The playability is great as well. It will take a lot to beat this. But I saw that we did have a D18 style Collings, so a D1A. A second-hand Collings D1A with an Adirondack top. The difference between the two, like I mentioned, the Adirondack top. We think this is Sitka. Of course, it's always a little bit difficult to tell with Martin, especially during the 50s, because there is some mystery to it. So you see some bear claw. Maybe you can show this, Laura. A little bit of a bear claw figuring. Sometimes it shimmers a little bit. You see that mostly on Sitka, but it's really hard to tell. This one has Adirondack though. 2013, a really classic D18 style, in great condition. Few dents on the top here and there. This has a broader sound to my ears, more bass end, a little bit more top end sparkle as well, but less character compared to the D18. That one, the D18 is more mellow, but I like that a lot. Yeah, like I mentioned, it was hard to beat it, but we're going with the 56 D18 for my third choice. A completely black Martin case. Inside of here is a guitar for the man in black. You know who I'm talking about, Laura? The man in black. Johnny Cash. And it's a Dread in black. A D35 Johnny Cash. Say hello to the viewers. There it is. Johnny Cash with the beautiful stars, inlays. Completely black, three-piece back. Hard to say which wood it is. I know it's rosewood, but there's literally no sign of it. This is completely new. I just know that it's up on the website pretty soon, so you can check it out there. Let's grab two guitars out of the photo studio. We're going to start with the thinner of the two. This is a 2024 Heritage 530, wow. Ooh, that's nice. Colin already gave me a heads up for this. This is one of the custom shop, the Core edition. We have a beautiful figured maple top on here. That already looks incredible. Then you see the back, and it's just totally 3D. If I do this, I don't know if this comes across on camera, but you really get a 3D feeling from this. This is incredible. Of course, a 330, so ES style, completely hollow. We have the custom shop 530 pickups on here as well. The small block inlays. That's so nice about 330s that you get some volume already acoustically. Everything about Heritage always feels so premium, really sturdy, luxurious, really a beauty. But there's another guitar that we're going to open for this round. This time it's a Gibson and it's super big. We have a 1948 Super 400 in a blonde finish. Just check out the size on this. Right now it doesn't have the pickguard installed. We do have it here though, so we might install it because I think that really complements the Super 400 look. We've had a lot of big archtops here at the Fellowship, luckily, in the last couple of months. This blonde one also reminds me of the Emperor, the blonde Emperor that we had from Epiphone. 1934 was the first year that the Super 400 was introduced. Of course, it cost $400 back then. Then in 1939, they changed a few specifications and also added a cutaway version, which is a little bit more sought after nowadays. At first, it was called the cutaway version was called the 400P for Premier, and later they changed that to C, 400C for cutaway. You can definitely see some of the cracks here on the top that have been repaired. See it there, here as well. On the back as well. This is definitely a guitar that really shines in the hands of a jazz player like Tom. Right now, flat wounds on it. Mostly those really big archtops are not guitars that I know what to do with. But it has a nice attack to it. I really like the attack. It's not too brittle. Koen. Hey. Hi. The big boss. So we have a beautiful 48, a blonde, a Super 400. Mm-hmm. This is one of the options. The other one is this, a Heritage case, a custom shop 530, which is really pretty as well.
That's a beautiful figure.
I thought you would like this. See the back as well, the 3D effect.
Yeah, that's nice.
So if you had to choose, Super 400, Heritage 530.
If I had to choose, I would pick the Super 400, but lately we've had a few vintage Super 400s already. So
yeah.
Let's go with the Heritage.
Let's go with the Heritage 530. Let's do it. Thank you very much for watching this episode of New Arrivals. Please let us know down below which is your favorite of the four. Let's walk through them again. A Heritage 530, handpicked by Koen himself. A D18 from 1956, a Stephen Stern Gretsch, And also a beautiful OM2H Sunburst. Some beautiful guitars. Laura, favorite of the week?
I think the D18.
The D18. Colin, you have a favorite of the week?
Heritage.
Heritage. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I really love the Heritage 530. A really beautiful guitar. Just another reminder that we have a winter sale right now, so go to our website and see what the guitars are in that sale, up to 50%, so a lot. Please subscribe to our channel and also hype the video if you see this on Friday, and let's hope to see you next week. Bye bye!